Thank you very much. It is crucial for a project like digitization of a government to have strong leadership, and we're very lucky here in Iceland to have very strong leadership. I would like to welcome another leader to the stage, Karen Ellemann, Secretary General of the Nordic Council of Ministers, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about the digital community.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's really a great pleasure to see all of you. And let me just start with a little fact. The Nordic region is the 11th largest economy in the world. And if we also add the Baltics, it's even larger. So if anyone is still thinking of our region as a small one, it's time to reconsider. Because together we are strong. Together we are a community, and together we have an impact. This is especially true when it comes to digitalization. In a world that is increasingly interconnected and reliant on technology, the Nordic and Baltic region is proof of what can be achieved when like-minded nations join forces to shape the digital future. The Nordic and Baltic countries are among the most digitally advanced societies in the world. We are leading most international rankings on public digitalization, and we score high when it comes to competitiveness and innovation. Our region has a history of innovating with a societal purpose. Creating responsible solutions that puts human in the center, building upon strong democracies. On this foundation of common values, we have not only an opportunity to lead, but I have to say it very clear, I think we have an obligation to do so. 2017, many years ago, but still a remarkable year, we created the new Ministerial Council for Digitalization, and we did something new. We invited our Baltic neighbors to join. And that was, to put it, I didn't do it personally, but that was a very good move. And we have just, as Minister Bjarni just said, we have just finished a ministerial meeting within this constellation. And the Nordic and the Baltic ministers were having great discussions during that meeting. And they had it in an open and a frank way that you can only have when you're among friends. Some of the most demanding issues of our time was on the agenda. This included, for instance, how we can work together on AI policies and guidelines to help solve major societal challenges. Also, how we can strengthen our collaboration when it comes to influencing upcoming EU initiatives and regulation. And also, how we can ensure that our digital policies are just and leave no one behind. We also had two amazing women joining us in the meeting. The Danish tech ambassador Anne-Marie Engtoft Larsen and Claire Martorana, Federal Chief Information Officer of the United States. They both shared their valuable perspectives in the discussions, and I can, well, it was already put in the agenda because you know that you have the pleasure to listen to them in just a little bit. Today, what also happened in our meeting was that the ministers adopted a declaration on identity matching. It is a milestone and will give our region a head start in leading the development on cross-border identity matching on a European level. These commitments will also contribute to fulfilling the goal of the Nordic Prime Ministers of making our region the most integrated in the world by 2030. Identity matching is necessary to enable cross-border mobility for our residents, and we are in a very good position to achieve this. And the best part is that it will make everyday life for our residents and our businesses much easier. Building on the high level of trust and willingness to collaborate, this declaration shows a strong political commitment towards achieving identity matching. It also gives a clear mandate to the countries and respective authorities to make this possible. So it's clear to see that this is actually regional cooperation at its best. We live in challenging times. We have an aggressive neighbor to the east, and we are losing competitiveness to our great ally in the west. We face climate change and digital disruptions, and the list goes on. At the same time, we are witnessing unprecedented developments in digitalization. New technologies are accompanied by great risks, but they also offer extraordinary opportunities. The Nordic Council of Ministers provide a platform for political dialogue, policies and partnerships to address these challenges. So by working together, we can elevate the Nordic-Baltic voice in global fora and influence the policies and guidelines coming out of these, making sure that they are in line with our values. Cooperation has always been important, of course, but perhaps never as much as now. So being a digital frontrunner will not last if one becomes complacent. So as the Secretary General of the Nordic Council of Ministers, I really look forward to contributing to our region, taking the lead in EU and globally, making sure that the digital transition is secure, sustainable, human-centric, and increases regional competitiveness. So together we can set standards, we can develop new ways, and we can push boundaries. And we want to play a vital part in making our region adaptive, competitive, and resilient. And we are well on our way, thanks to partners like you. So thank you so much, and I look very much forward to a productive and inspiring conference. Thank you.